Good morning. Today is Monday, July 1st, 2024. It is good to be back in the office. I was out last Monday fishing with my dad, brother, and cousin around Isle Royale in northern Lake Superior. If you visit my Instagram page, you can see some of the success that we had, including this 39-inch, 22-pound lake trout. We were fishing primarily for lake trout, and we caught this. And the most surprising thing is that this was actually one of two identical 22-pound lake trout that we caught at the same time. Probably the biggest double we've ever had. So again, you can go to the Instagram page if you'd like to see some more of that trip. I was back in the office on Tuesday, and on Thursday, I hosted our monthly capital markets update and outlook for June. Thank you again to those of you who joined us in office as well as online for this important message. If you were unable to join us, the recording is now available on our website. You can also download a summary as well as ask a question. Just click on the buttons down here and it'll guide you right through that. We love fielding your questions, so please don't hesitate if you have any questions whatsoever or would like additional clarity. Happy 4th of July. Whether you are celebrating with a cookout, a family gathering, or watching the fireworks with friends, Independence Day reminds us just how absolutely lucky we are to belong to this great country. From all of us at CCG, we hope you have a wonderful 4th. With the abbreviated holiday week, the markets and our office will be closed at noon Central Time on Wednesday, and then all day Thursday, we will be back in the office Friday morning. Stocks finished the last week of June and the second quarter mixed as investors digested a fresh round of economic data. Life is too short to worry about what the next headline could do to your life savings. Hi, my name is Eric Hagan, and I keep my thumb on the pulse of the economy and the markets so my clients can focus on the things that are actually important to them. Thank you for joining me the next few minutes on today's weekly economic video update. Standard & Poor's 500 index slipped 0.08%, while the Dow Jones Industrials Average also dipped 0.08% last week. The tech-heavy NASDAQ Composite gained 0.24% for the week, and the MSCI EAFE index, which tracks developed overseas stock markets, rose 0.27% for the week through Thursday's close. We saw the 10-year Treasury bond yield come in at 4.36%, down 3.96% from a month ago. Remember, as yields fall, bond values rise. Last week opened with the S&P 500 and NASDAQ heading lower, while the Dow rallied on momentum from the prior week. But by midweek, the leadership shifted with the NASDAQ pushing higher. With the back half of the week packed with fresh economic data, conflicting stories developed about the economy. New home sales fell 11.3% in May, the largest month-over-month drop in a year and a half, while the supply of new homes hit a 16-year high. Meanwhile, first quarter GDP revised slightly to 1.4% higher, and durable goods increased in May. Friday's personal consumption and expenditure data showed that core inflation slowed to 0.1% in May over the prior month and 2.6% year over year, its lowest annual rate in 3 years. Both figures were in line with expectations. Stock prices initially rallied on the upbeat inflation news, but the early gains faded as the trading day progressed. Federal Reserve officials have worked to communicate that despite the progress made on inflation in recent months, it remains above the Fed's 2% target. Last week, Fed Governor Michelle Bowman surprised the markets when she indicated, quote, "I remain willing to raise the target range for the federal funds rate at a future meeting should progress on inflation stall or even reverse." Fed Chair Powell, scheduled to speak tomorrow, July 2nd, told investors on May 14th, "I don't think that it's likely, based on the data that we have, that the next move that we would make would be a rate hike. All right. As always, we will continue to keep our finger on the pulse of what's happening in both the economy and the stock markets. Looking ahead at this week, some of the key economic data that we are keeping our eyes on. Today, we have the ISM Manufacturing Index, as well as a look at construction spending. Tomorrow, Tuesday, like I said, Fed Chair Jerome Powell is set to speak. We also get a look at motor vehicle sales and that JOLTS report. On Wednesday, we get a look at jobless claims, the international trade in goods and services, and also those FOMC minutes. And then wrapping up the week on Friday, we get a look at the employment situation as well as the Fed balance sheet. With SmartMix, we primarily invest in individual stocks, cutting out the many hidden costs that can be found in today's investment products. Usually we have a lot more companies that we're keeping our eye on. This week is a light week, holiday week. We'll do that, just a couple of companies reporting earnings. You can learn about our low-cost, fully transparent, and personalized approach at smartmixportfolios.com. At 2 p.m. today, I will be sending out our full economic update for the week. This update includes more than what I talk about here this morning, including our very popular weekly tax tip. This week's tax tip is an encouragement to think about credits and deductions now to prepare for filing. You may think the tax time is behind us, but good tax planning is always looking forward. In this week's update, we review a few facts about credits and deductions that can guide you through your year-round tax planning. If you like this email, along with everything else that comes with it, you can subscribe at our website, which is www.investwithccg.com. Again, I send this all out at 2 p.m. Central Time. Hey, this is Eric again. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Here at Capital Consulting Group, we provide personal wealth planning and fiduciary investment management solutions for individuals, couples, and families. To learn how to see your entire financial situation, both today as well as every year into the future, go to clearfinancialfuture.com and watch the short 2-minute video. To learn how we give our clients' life savings the attention it deserves and to see how we're doing, visit smartmixportfolios.com. And lastly, if you'd like help investing your 401k at work, visit me over at 401kinvestmentpros.com. Thank you again for your time today. I'll look for you next week.